My 9x12 here, I'm going to fold it, pick it up, and fold it again, and pick it up, and fold it again the other way. So it has, as you can see here, 4 folds. It's about as big as I figured there. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it one more time on the center here. Okay, crease it, and then when I open it up, this is what I have. I am going to take a ruler and measure 1 inch over, and every 2 folds put a dot, and that is where I'm going to put my string. All right. So right here we are using 12 by 18 premium weight. It's really nice. Wish I could tell you how many pounds it were, but I do not have that. So I cut that down using paper cutter to the 9x12, and over here I have a register, which I will show you how to do that shortly. And so I'm going to take a stack right here, put these together. I use this clip to clip them on to make sure they're in the right spacing. And I bought this awl for about $3.88 at Walmart. I can do 20 sheets fairly easy, fairly quickly. Really speeds things up instead of doing them one at a time with a needle or a thumbtack. So that is what I would do for that. All right, I'll see you in a little bit with some more info. Alright, welcome back guys. So here we went. I took the cover of our Japanese bookbinding sketchbook and I just used some glue on top of here. I'll show you exactly what type of glue. It's a little old, so I added a little water to it. So it's original tacky glue, all-purpose, very versatile. Don't know how old it is, but it's a little thick. So just add a little bit of water and stirred it up. It seems to be really doing a really nice job, similar to Mod Podge, although I think Mod Podge would be a little sturdier, but that's okay. Now I did this before I put the book together. I'd like to tell you I made this mistake on purpose so you guys realize it, but I decided it'd be a great idea to put visual elements and then design principles so you can remember, and I think that's a great idea. I usually put art quotes, which I might do on the back. But anyways, this is my mistake. See, it's right ways up. I'm gonna flip it over. So when you open it up, it's going to be upside down. So, oops. So keep that in mind. So this is the front of my book, my sketchbook. I have a place for my name, which students, you guys need to do that as well. And then I came up with the theme, and I don't know why. I'm not a big space person or sci-fi person. If you guys know me, you probably realize it's more D&D comic books. But for some reason, I ended up starting to draw space scenes, so I just went with it. So I'd like you guys as students to come up with a theme. It doesn't even have to be like this. It could just be Zentangles or graffiti art, but you need to have a consistent theme there and then have a place for your name. And I left this blank so someone could put their name in here. I might raffle this off or something like that. And then I have Sketchbook. So it'd be also a great idea if you put your period in there somewhere, but I don't necessarily think that's a must. Anyways, make sure you get the glue really well. And here I go. Opening up my thing here. Make sure your brush is clean, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of this here. It's just like if you've done this before when you put a sealer or a glaze on top of your paintings. It's the same thing. You want to put it on and keep brushing for the white to go away. Now the white's not going to completely go away, but notice, because if you leave big chunks of white on your work, what's going to happen is those things will dry a little bit, but they'll still stay pretty chunky, pretty white. So you want to make sure, and you also want to have something you were doing this on, like this box here. That way I don't have to touch the work as often. Alright, so we took this, we measured 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just about 5 times. And we're going to go roughly into the center, a little bit lower the center, and we're going to go on step 1, step hole 2. We're going to go through here. And this is a little different than everybody else because I'm adding extra smaller sheets. So this is for my specific students. So this part you could skip if you are not one of my students. We're going to take my sketch cover, put that in here. Okay? And pull. Pull, 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 pull. And we are leaving roughly about 4 inches in the center. Okay, about 4 inches in the center. This is where we're going to tie it. We're going to leave it going that way, away from the book. Okay, so we're going to take this pretty simple. We're going to go around. You see, we went up, and we're going to go around and then back through. So you're going to go right back in here, and you're going to hit that hole and that hole, and then you're going to go to the one that you were just in. Beautiful. Okay, so now, because I don't use your string like I did, you just rethread it, and then you're going to move in either direction. Why don't we go to the right, to the single hole here? It works for me. And so since we're on top, we're going to go down. We're going to go down here. And find my openings. See, it's right there, you can see that. Line everything up, push that in there, pull and push, pull and push, pull and push. Something a little hard there to help. Down there, and so tighten this up a little bit. You don't want it too tight because you're not going to be able to move your book. You want a little bit of give. So since we went down, we're going to go, remember, around and through. So it goes down, around, and through. We're going to go back in the opening here that we just ran, and it tends to be a little easier the second time you go through there. Okay. So I do see an issue with it using 2 strings. They kind of caught on each other, and that can be a problem later. But I think I got it straightened out there. There we go. So since we did that, we're going to go down here, go around and down. Oh, and that just came in so easy. Okay, so as you can see here in the book, we're going to go through this one now. So we get this nice pattern here. So let's open this up a bit. We find our string. It's right here. So this is a little harder. There's your string. So I'm going to go in here, our last hole.
Bastion, Jacob, please come to the office. Bastion, Jacob, please come to the office.
Should be looking right there. So we have our two strings there. Just take this, and we're going to tie a knot. It was one knot, and then I like to do another, just because I don't want it coming out. So then you have all this extra string here. Now if it's really long like this, you probably don't want that. But I'm going to leave that little bit there and that'll be fine. And so now, you have your sketchbook. Okay? Now there's
Hannah, Dozart, and Sebastian, Jacob, please come to the office. Hannah, Dozart, and Sebastian, Jacob.
There's a wide variety of different ways to bind your book, and this is Japanese bookbinding. And this is, and like I said, I am not a professional at this, but I think I did a pretty good job. And there's my quotes, and I even have quotes on the inside. Okay. Beautiful. All right, and so we just take this, and we can take this and be careful here and fold. So now I have my fold right there, and now I can work on my coloring sheets for practice, or I can flip this over here and I can work on drawing however I want. So this is your sketchbook. You can always like that if it's an issue. of it staying closed once you've opened that. But what I would do is wrap a rubber band around the side, or use one of those really cool clips, one of those little gator clips, which I've misplaced, but you just snap them on the edge there and you'll be good to go. Alright,